you have a sweet tooth? Are sweets hard for you to pass up? Do you use artificial sweeteners to satisfy your sweet cravings? Well, you're not alone. Many people, including myself, other women, and athletes use artificial sweeteners to help maintain their weight or to lose weight, not realizing the health risks that are associated to what they're putting in their bodies. Today, I'm going to tell you about the types of artificial sugars and health risks associated to each one. I'm going to give you some alternatives to the artificial sugars and the solution to the use of artificial sweeteners. As diet crazes grow in our society, so do artificial sweeteners. On the surface, they seem like a great alternative because we don't seem to gain weight as easily with them. But there are several health risks associated with each one. The first and most popular one is called Equal or NutraSweet, also known as aspartame. It's found in foods such as your diet soda, your kids' gum. It's found in Jell-O, protein drinks, yogurt. And according to Jeremy Likeness, even though there is no conclusive formal documented cases of adverse health risk, many people have complained about headaches, seizures, dizziness, tremors, migraines, memory loss, slurring of speech, confusion, fatigue, depression, nausea, and even Parkinson's disease has been associated with aspartame. And the second we are very familiar with is called Sweet and Low, also known as saccharin or dextrose. And we find that in the little pink packet at the restaurants that we sweeten our iced tea with. The side effects include blurred vision, nausea, back pain, and blood clots. It's found in foods such as your kids' favorite cereal, their potato chips, their gum, even the 100-calorie packs have it in there. According to the National Cancer Institute, studies of saccharin are found to cause cancer in tumors in laboratory animals. However, has not provided clear evidence of association with cancer in humans. Do you want to take the chance of being one of the humans to provide the evidence needed? I know I sure don't. The third fastest growing new artificial sweetener is called Splenda or sucralose. It's made from a real sugar that our body does not recognize as sugar or as food. It has 18 chemicals used to synthesize sucralose that our bodies don't recognize as food, and it tries to digest as unrecognized food. And so we end up absorbing the chlorinated molecules of Splenda. According to Dr. Janet Starr-Hole, the chemicals that are used are deadly if we ingested them internally, and yet they are being combined in the sugar that is being put into our foods that we buy because they are advertised to be fat-free and sugar-free. It is found in foods such as your Diet Right, your yogurt, cookies, sugar-free candies, and you can even buy it in sugar form that you can bake with. The side effects include swelling of the liver, kidneys, cancer, and even hypothyroidism has been linked back to it. And 40% shrinkage of the thymus gland has been associated as well, including all of the side effects that I mentioned with aspartame. So, you're probably wondering what you can do to change the way you eat without giving up your favorite sweet treats, right? You should know that sugar substitutes don't have to be artificial. There is another way. First, natural and organic sugars, meaning coming from nature, not chemically manufactured, no pesticides, and minimally processed. It includes foods such as your natural, this would be an organic sugar, your honey, this is your organic, and it comes in foods such as kashi, also rice syrup, fructose, barley, all of those are included in your natural sugars. You can substitute it in your baked goods. You can bake with it. You can make your cookies and your cakes and your favorite treats with it. So that way you can still have what you love. Second is a plant-derived sweetener called stevia. It's an herbal extract that comes from the leaves in Paraguay. It's a natural sweetener with 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 fats. According to Jeremy Likeness, it does not impact blood sugar and has been used for over 1,500 years by the Guarani Indians of Paraguay and for many years in Japan. They're even putting it in their diet soda right now and their candies instead of aspartame. It seems to be the best substitute if you have type 2 diabetes, if you've suffered from cancer, or you just need to control your weight. And according to Pat Dundas, after discovering she had cancer, her doctor advised her to only use stevia or nectar to replace her table sugars. This is what stevia looks like. You can get it in a little blue packets. It also comes in a box. And this is what the nectar looks like. It also is a plant-derived sugar. Third, for those of you who really are excited about making a change, you can buy a juicer and juice your own fruit. The juice that comes from it is going to be sweet. It's going to be full of nutrients, enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. And it comes from the purest form available, so it's easy for our bodies to digest. You can use the fresh fruit and vegetables consist of what we call a good carb or a complex carb, which means that our bodies, they process it a lot slower so it doesn't get into our bloodstream as fast. You can substitute the juice and put it into your oatmeal for breakfast. You can put it in there. You can put it in your tea or also just put it in your yogurt to sweeten your yogurt. Would you like to worry less about the health risk associated with the sweeteners that you're using and that you're ingesting and still have your favorite sweet cravings fulfilled? Well, there is a simple solution to the problem. You just have to be aware of what you're eating and make better choices. First, read labels. Avoid processed foods and anything that has aspartame, sucralose, saccharin in it, or the high fructose corn syrup, because these have all been chemically manufactured. Most of your canned goods, your snacks, they all have, even frozen vegetables, have some sort of artificial sweetener in them, or they've been chemically manufactured. So buy fresh foods, such as your fresh fruit, your fresh vegetables, and according to Jeremy Lickness, there is a big difference between the natural, wholesome, good carb that we are designed to eat and the unnatural, highly processed, refined carbs so many of us use. Look for foods that have fewer ingredients because they are going to be more natural. These are some of the foods that are more of your natural carbs, your complex carbs, your whole wheat bread, your red potatoes, the beans, the juices. These would be what would be called your refined. Your white bread, the cakes, the canned goods, your white potatoes, so stay away from those. Second, choose to replace your foods with foods that are naturally sweet instead of the artificial sweeteners. Change your sugar over in your cabinets. Change them to the organic or the stevia. Change your snack cabinets. Use some of these complex carbs versus the refined carbs. If you are a soda drinker, you can buy seltzer water and put 2 tablespoons of your juice in it, and you will still have the fizz and the stuff that you desire with your soda instead of having all of the sugar and the high calories that's incorporated with soda. Third, eat in moderation and exercise. By exercising on a regular basis, you will speed up your metabolism and you will be able to break down the sugars a lot faster. Also, anytime you eat sugar-based food, that means any of your complex foods, carbohydrates, or your refined, eat it in moderation so that way you won't feel so guilty when you have your favorite sweet treat. And remember, as you change sugars over to the more natural, you will be surprised about how your body will stop craving all of the bad sugars because it'll be receiving the energy that it needs. The proposal I am offering you is not an impossible one, but it is a life-changing one. So while there are so many artificial sweeteners out there, is the health risk really worth it? According to Marcel Pick, one thing is certain. Some of the chemicals that comprise artificial sweeteners are known hazardous, but the degree to which you experience the side effects just depends on your biochemistry. There are several natural alternatives to satisfy your sweet cravings, such as the organic, the natural, the stevia, even the complex carbs will do the trick for you. There is a simple solution. Exercise on a regular basis, eat in moderation, and change to the natural sugars. By doing so, you are going to live a healthier life and not have to worry about all the health risks associated with it. I encourage each one of you to make a change. And remember, that doesn't mean that you can't have your favorite sweet treat occasionally. Thank you.